Spinella, Chief of Department Carlos Gomez, the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable James P. O'Neill, the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio, Federal Bureau of Investigation Assistant Director in Charge, William Sweeney Jr., United States Secret Service New York Field Office Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Michael Schmermitz, Deputy Commissioner for Intelligence, John Miller, Deputy Commissioner for Administration, Kathy Perez, Deputy Commissioner for Information Technology, Jessica Tisch, Deputy Commissioner for Internal Affairs Bureau, Joseph Resnick, Deputy Commissioner, Department Advocate Office, Kevin Richardson, Deputy Commissioner for Trials, Rosemary Maldonado, Deputy Commissioner for Legal Matters, Lawrence Byrne, Deputy Commissioner, Support Services Bureau, Robert Martinez, Assistant Commissioner, School Safety, Ramon Garcia. Seated in our second row, the Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Staten Island, and a former Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Assistant Chief Edward Delatorre. Supervising Chief Surgeon, Dr. Eli Kleiman. Chief of Crime Control Strategies, Dermot Shea. Chief of Patrol, Terrence Monahan. Chief of Manhattan South, William Morris. Chief of Housing Bureau, James Secreto. Chief of Detectives, Robert Boyce. Chief of Management, Analysis, and Planning, Kevin Ward. Chief of Citywide Operations, Thomas P. Pertel. Chief of Personnel and also a former Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Diane Pizzuti. Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass. Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain, Monsignor Robert J. Romano. Deputy Commissioner for Collaborative Policing, Susan Herman. Deputy Commissioner Strategic Initiatives, Zach Tuman. Counsel to the Police Commissioner, Edna Wells Handy. The second Vice President of the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, Mubarak Abdul-Jabbar. Police Foundation Board Member, Robert Tucker. Tunnel to Towers Representative, John Vane. Deputy Commissioner Strategic Communications, Bill Andrews. Seated in our third row, the Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Brooklyn South, Assistant Chief, Stephen Powers. The Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Brooklyn North, Assistant Chief, Jeffrey Madry. Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Section, Deputy Chief Samuel Wright. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau, Manhattan North, Assistant Chief Kathleen O'Reilly. The Commanding Officer of the Training Bureau, Deputy Chief Timothy Burdett. Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Assistant Chief Teresa Shortell. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Bronx, Assistant Chief Larry McCoonan. The Commanding Officer of the Special Operations Division, Assistant Chief Harry Whedon. Commanding Officer, Patrol Bureau Queens North, Assistant Chief Juanita Holmes. And Senior Executive of the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, Gregory Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our day, so we thank you for being here. It's now my pleasure to ask the Chief of Personnel, Diana Pizzuti, to administer the oath of office to this graduating class.